Hello. The purpose of this video is to talk about 3M's PPS Series 2.0 and the execution strategy for you and your end user customers. Here's what we're going to go over today. Why the conversion from existing PPS 1.0 product to PPS Series 2.0, the features, advantages, and benefits of PPS Series 2.0, what is the conversion objective during Q4 2017, how were shops identified, how will the conversions happen, training calendar, objectives and agenda, and where do we need your help? PPS today, what do the painters say? What would you change about PPS to make it better? 7 out of 10 painters, interestingly enough, said, don't do anything. It works. I trust PPS to perform 20 times a day, 5 days a week, 50 weeks of a year for the last 15 years. But the painter's actions and words sometimes tell a different story. Here's what we found out. One of the concerns is inadequate mix ratios. Mixing cups equal waste. Collars are a pain in the neck. They may cause leaks. Dirty cups equal dirty paint jobs. This is a big one to key in on. As a performance issue, the last few ounces spitting and sputtering. And of course, unstable connection, which ends up being a lack of confidence on the end of a painter. So what do we do differently in PPS Series 2.0? Well, we want it to be the cleanest disposable cup system. Includes a new cup with every lid and liner kit, plus integrated locking collars on every lid to help reduce paint buildup and possible contamination. So as you can see here, we actually printed on the inside of the cup. The mix ratios are all printed on there. This eliminates mixing cups with PPS Series 2.0. There's no longer the Mylar inserts, which a lot of customers felt that they were just inadequate. New cup in every kit. So you're going to get one of these cups in every single kit of PPS, depending on what size you purchase. So all of this will come right inside that box, a free one every time. Integrated collars on every lid. So all those collars that didn't lock into place because they were contaminated with paint buildup, or sometimes you try to clean them out with solvents. And when you clean them with solvents, what happens? It tends to swell the polypropylene. So we have an integrated collar in every lid. So that's all one part of the system. Cleaner, easier assembly and disassembly. So this goes back to that integrated collar. The new integrated collars with a quarter turn to eliminate a full assembly step. Reusable hard cups feature an access window, which you can see right here, that allow a visible aid for the painter, also allowing the painter to grasp the liner for easier refilling and disassembly. So when they stick their finger in here to hold that liner down, when they go to refill this, for example, in a tinting application, or if they're using a large cup, a lot of times someone would mix clear in a pitcher, and they want to reuse this by cracking this open and pouring more material in there. Now by putting your finger down in there, you can hold on to the bottom of this, so when they crack this, they get separation here and don't have to get a fingernail in there. So that was something that, again, built by the painter. They wanted it and they got it. Also, this access window, no matter how dirty, if this cup did get dirty in the outside or contaminated with paint, they can still see how much product's still in there. Improve fluid flow and performance. The new dome lid geometry design allows for more material to be held below the filter. Reduces spitting and sputtering in the last few ounces. Consistent experience from start to finish. So more paint below the filler equals less spitting. So how much below the paint line? Well, it's 3 ounces of paint below the filter means 3 ounces a painter will always be ready to spray. This also means a painter will likely be able to get more paint out of the cup prior to spitting, which means more passes on the panel. Eric from Lametry's shop in St. Paul said, "This is the most important improvement to me because it means the difference between having to leave the booth and refill and getting the job done." Greater filtration lids feature a wider fluid spout and full diameter filter for high quality filtration. So you can see here the spout is 73% larger than our 1.0 and the full diameter filter across it. The full diameter filters across the line equal better filtration, better flow, better quality paint jobs. The larger spout equals better fluid flow. Think of a garden hose versus a fire hose analogy, and the gun doesn't have to work to pull the material from the cup. This is a big reason why this cup performance is as good as any vented option in the market. Enhanced cup to spray gun stability. New adapter design provides a 4-point connection in a wider 360-degree platform to ensure a stable, reliable lid to spray gun connection. So here's a close-up on that connection. So what you're actually seeing here is there's a contact right here, and of course we're familiar with the side where it connects right there, those ears. So 1, 2, 3, 4 points of contact, and the new adapter is wider, tighter, and more stable. So this equates to confidence. Imagine yourself with a 32-ounce cup of clear out over the top of the hood. The 4 points of connection and improved stability matters to painters as much as confidence in the cup to perform every time. Painters have also commented that the new adapter is easier to clean because of its bowl shape. So as this has gotten larger, again, just a lot of guys would try to get their finger inside there to clean that out. So it's a lot wider at the mouth there. Larger sealing plug. The 3M PPS Series 2.0 cup system can be stored upside down with the new sealing plug acting as a base, helping to keep the built-in filter wet and reducing the need for replacement lids. So as you can see here, wider mouth, wider cap here, and it's flanged on the side here, which gives it a base to be able to put upside down. The new hard cups also likely to give painters the opportunity to seal and protect coatings not in use in a hard cup. Painters can store as they always have, or can choose to store upside down with the new sealing plug and wider spout. So kind of a quick review here of the 6 times better than the industry standard. So we have the integrated collar, which is cleaner. New collar with each lid a quarter turn to lock. No cross threading. You can see here, dome lids, 3 ounces of paint now below the filter, which is less spitting. Full diameter filters is quality for the flow. New dome lids plus the full diameter filters, integrated collar. New adapter and spout increased stability, the 4-point of connection. You can shake with confidence, easier to clean. The access window, see remaining paint. Grab liner to remove the lid, great for tinting, easier lid removal. New cup with mixed ratios in every kit. Again, this is not a promotion. Every box will have it when you buy the PPS. Seal cup upside down, which helps keep the filter wet, which reduces the need to buy extra lids in the consumption. And we also have a universal shaker core right here, you'll notice, that fits all the cup sizes and kind of locks into place. So here's some review here. We do not expect 100% conversion. We will continue to offer PPS Legacy. Our number one priority is proper inventory management to eliminate possible back orders. We are not private labeling disposable cups. We expect 2017 sales growth through introduction. 2018, we expect continued sales growth, moving customers to PPS Series 2.0. In the future, we have PPS Type V vented cup, an increased value prop for metal cup users coming out. Continued innovation, 0.6 cents of every dollar goes back into PPS 3.0. Focus on the quality of experience with 3M PPS branded cup. Odds of getting a defective PPS brand cup is 1 out of 535,000 kits. Not every cup is created equal. The 3M PPS brand stands for quality, consistency, a performance you can trust in every cup. 3M PPS, it's not a disposable cup. It's like an insurance policy against rework. So let's talk a little bit more now, specifics on just the packaging and part numbers. The part numbers will be nearly identical to existing part numbers. So for example, if a customer is using part number 16,000, we're going to drop that 1, add a 2, so it's 26,000. Adapters, a number 40 adapter now becomes a S40 adapter. So packaging, brand forward, every facet of the experience should feel premium, including the packaging. So this is kind of an example of the packaging. Instead of just the plain cardboard with the black print, you can see it's a white box with colored print. The sealing plugs, all PPS Series 2.0 lid and liner kits will contain 32 sealing plugs, and there's only currently 20 in the 1.0 boxes. Quantities, all will remain the same except for the large kits. The large cups, which are now the 26024, the 26325, will be 50 lids and liners per case. Currently on the 1.0 and the 16024 and 16325, they're packaged 25 and 25 lids to 25 liners. So that is the exception. We're going to go 50 lids and 50 liners. Part number 26023, large cups. These are the hard cups. Will be 2 cups per box, 4 boxes per case. Currently, with those hard cups in the 1.0, the 16023, they're packaged 1 cup per box and 4 boxes per case. So as you can see here, the only changes really packaging-wise are anything associated with the larger cup size. Pricing, PPS Series 2.0 will be priced about, again, this is a weighted average. It's going to be specific to each part number, but the weighted average of the line is about 2.5% below the current low net selling price of the existing PPS. So again, this is weighted average. There's some part numbers in the line that are about 1% below, and then there's some that are, the hard cups are actually almost 50% difference. 3M communication to the market, PPS Series 2.0 will cost no more than what you're paying for PPS today. So that is the goal to go after to the end user customer, to the painters, to the body shop, is that we are all these features, advantages, benefits of 2.0 that we're going to be able to offer this at the same price that they're currently buying the everyday PPS kit system. The intent is to provide 2.5% incentive to the distributor to support the line, and the volume discounts currently have been suspended for the current PPS offering. So now we're going to talk about the execution and the transition management of this program. So this is very important to talk about as we look at the other slides here. Everything we have done and will continue to do is with understanding and the number one priority being that we cannot convert a shop to PPS Series 2.0 and back order the shop. Once we've converted, taken their old adapter off and put a 2.0 adapter on, we have to keep moving forward and have to be able to supply an inventory. Should a situation arise where we feel as though our risk of that increases, we will delay future onboarding of shops. Making the shop conversion, how is that going to happen? So 3M PPS blueprints have been done. Every 3M rep is documenting what their 100 blueprinted accounts will need to switch. So each 3M rep has been given an opportunity to do 100 shops on the first initial phase 1 rollout. So what really this entails is one of our 3M reps going into shop that they want to upgrade, and they're going to look at current adapters, the cup sizes that they're currently using in PPS, and a monthly inventory that the shops will need to switch to a Series 2.0. Note, a majority of customers will remain on PPS Legacy in 2017. We're just starting this. The transition of PPS Legacy to PPS 2.0, majority will be in 2018. 3M sponsored adapter trade-in program. Shop will trade in old adapters and cups for new adapters and cups. 3M rep to bring adapters to scrap metal recycling center and will dispose of dirty hard cups in appropriate waste stream. Adapters will not be available for purchase until about January 1st of 2018. This date could change, and the 3M rep will manage samples to convert the blueprinted shops. Support the 2-call conversion. 3M will lead the pre-sale call and the conversion call. The pre-sale call the 3M rep introduces to the shop in the month prior to inventory load-in. We gain commitment to convert and use remaining PPS prior to conversion. There will be no returns. Remaining lids and liners get used with AccuSpray atomizing heads if they're using that in the shop. The other opportunity would be to leave one adapter behind on something like a primer gun where they can use up the current 1.0 inventory. The distributor communicate inventory received to channel specialist and the collision repair specialist. 3M will communicate with the stores who have blueprinted shops, and 3M will provide the list of shops to be converted with inventory that the store will need to support this. We encourage techs and sales reps to work with a 3M collision repair specialist to make a conversion and training. So how will the conversion happen? The preview call. So 30 days prior to having inventory, the 3M and the distributor rep will join them, will gain commitment and post date an order via OrderPad in Salesforce.com for a scheduled installation date and inventory needed. Please note some reps may wait until 1 to 2 weeks prior to conversion date to send order to distributor. Next is a conversion call. Prior to conversion, 3M collision repair specialists will contact the shop to remind them to use up their current PPS inventory and remind them of the conversion date. They will ensure the distributor has delivered product day before or the day of the conversion. The adapter/cup trade-in will take place that day, and the 3M PPS Series 2.0 wall brochure placed in the mixing room and the table. And old adapters will be removed and recycled, and proceeds will be going to CREF. The follow-up call will be a review current performance of the product, review PPS cost analysis with the manager owner if needed, and supply any additional items from previous call if necessary. The 3M collision repair specialist, store management, and distributor rep will need to make sure that they communicate all the activity during the conversion process. So the bottom line here is there's a lot of moving parts. We just want to make sure that the 3M collision repair specialist and all the right people in the distributor end are communicating for inventory purposes to make this as smooth as possible. So where do we really need your help? Leadership and direction to your team, sales and operations of store. Support training initiatives. Participate where your schedule permits. Participate in the introductory conference call laying out the game plan with your folks, your sales team. Place orders for only what your channel specialist has provided. Allocate inventory only for blueprinted shops to avoid backorder situation. Do not actively promote and sell PPS Series 2.0 until further direction from the channel specialist. Local teams work with the 3M collision repair specialist to convert only blueprinted shops. So what's going to happen from this point is I will be emailing you a list of the blueprinted shops that your collision repair specialist has chosen for phase 1. So we can review those list of shops, and then the next step would be, after that is presented to you, is to get a 12-month sales out report for PPS for those shops, the blueprinted shops. In turn, turning that over to your channel specialist, which will start the 30-day order process. So they're going to take that information, that 12 months of sales out data for those blueprinted shops, build a 30-day order, and then email that back to you so that you can place that order with either 3M Direct or through a warehouse of your choice. And then when the product is delivered, we can start setting up those calls for the actual conversion process. So right now, once again, there's been 100 shops that your collision repair specialist in their area has done. Some of those shops do fall into your neck of the woods here with the blueprints. So that is how we're proceeding. So if you have any questions or concerns, please contact your channel specialist first, and then he can communicate with the rest of the 3M team and make this happen. So we appreciate your support. Thank you for supporting the PPS 1.0 that you've been supporting for many years, and we look forward to the evolution of a revolution continues with the 3M PPS Series 2.0 spray cup system. Thank you.